Hello guys, welcome one and all to the second episode of the RCJC show. In this initiative, we will be calling esteemed guests every month to come and have an interesting talk with us and share their thoughts. I, Rotractor Dhruv Shetty, Partners and Service Director, with my co-director, Rotractor Nivritti Chang, we will be hosting today's episode. So, without any further ado, introducing to you our guest for today's episode, Rotary Committee Chair, Rotarian Murad Curawalla and Rotarian Jamshyd Vazifdar. A very warm welcome to you both, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Introducing to you Murad, sir. He's a visual effect producer at CG Private Limited. He has also done various art films, especially aired at North America. And Jamshyd Vazifdar. He was born and brought up in Mumbai, studied at Cathedral University and later on in Jamshyd College. Currently, he is working in Dell Technologies after being in Accenture for 7 years.
So, today's show is divided into two rounds. The first round will be the question and answer round, and the second round will be the rapid fire round. So, let's begin, shall we?
Sure.
The first round will be a question and answer round in which we will be asking you a few questions and you have to answer them. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Let's
How long have you been part of Rotary? Murad sir, will you go first?
Okay. I joined in 2014, July 2014. So I've just completed 7 years.
Okay, Jamshyd.
I joined just a year before Murad. I was inducted in 2013. So it's been 8 years now for me.
Wow, that's a very nice tenure of being in Rotary.
So, the second question, what was the reason behind joining Rotary?
I go first?
Sure.
Yeah. The reason, at least for me, was that I enjoyed Rotary and I realized a lot of the connects I made and how it helps later on in life. So my joining Rotary was more making contacts, a whole new circle of people that I could meet, interact with, and also do a lot of good work that also comes out of it, and the satisfaction of doing good work and things like that. So those are my motivating factors to join Rotary.
Jamshyd, sir.
Sure. So, for me, it was a different journey. I was not part of Interact, and nor was I part of Rotract. But my great-grandfather was a member of Rotary Club of Bombay. My grandfather was president of Rotary Club of Bombay. My father also was a president of Rotary Club of Bombay. So it's kind of in my blood, I guess. And my mother also does a lot of social work, both with the Inner Wheel Club as well as some other organizations as well. And my sister also was a Rotractor in her time with HR college. But I guess nobody really pushed me into it. I just felt like doing it once I was a little more settled with my work. Gave time to this. So that's when I decided to also join.
It was really great.
Just a side note, Jamshyd's sister actually took my Rotract interview to join Rotary Club of HR College. So she had interviewed me actually, coincidentally.
That's great, sir. It was really great to know about the reason why you joined Rotary.
Can you please tell us about the profession a bit more? Jamshyd sir, would you go first?
Okay, sure. So I've been interested in computer programming for a long time. So I studied that in school. Also did a bit of that in college, and then what followed was engineering. I did my engineering in IT. And I joined Accenture after that, learned a few more programming languages, and then joined Dell Technologies. So what my team does right now is not really any programming to design any applications or anything, but we help to put out Dell's products on the Dell website and help buyers come in and configure it properly. So there is some programming behind the scenes.
That's it.
For me, I primarily did visual effects work since for Rotary as well, coincidentally, and we also did. So that's also where I got a little bit of an introduction into making videos and stuff. Like this. We're talking 2002, 2003, around about that time. And after that, I got more involved with VFX work, and I guess I'm still just doing that. I used to be an artist and used to be more, doing the artistic work. But over the course of time, I've had to play more producer role, handle projects in terms of budgeting, and I do have some Bollywood credits as well to my name. But Bollywood, I realized, was not my thing for many reasons. And since then, I've gone back into advertising, and I feel that's a better market for me to be in.
I'm glad this question is made us more familiar with your profession life.
Thank you.
So the next question, how are you able to manage your personal life, professional life with the Rotary life?
Question is to me first?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, it depends how much time you want to give Rotary. In my case, I'm being honest here, I don't give it that much time. Maybe I should give it a little more time as well. It's a reason why I wouldn't want to be on the board for any time to come soon, because and that's the biggest way I manage my personal life, work life. And as far as Rotary goes, it's a easy committee to handle for the most part. If I was doing some other committee, it would be a lot more time consuming, and I may not be able to do it to the best of my ability because of lack of time. So that's why I've stuck it out with Rotary for quite some time now.
Jamshyd sir, please.
Yeah. So in my case, I would say I've been very lucky. My bosses at work, whenever I've explained Rotary to them, they've always been happy to let me work from home on the days when we have Rotary meetings or Rotary events. And for the last few years, I've been working from home full time. So it's been easier that way. I've been lucky. But as Murad said, we choose maybe the committees we have time to give to.
It was really insightful to know about your time management thing.
How has being in Rotary benefited you? Jamshyd sir, would you go first?
So I've kind of grown up seeing Rotary and the events. So I've heard from my family. I've seen it firsthand also how the projects that we undertake, we can help in big ways, small ways, and I was happy to join that. And being in Rotary, like, I'm happy to see that so many different projects are happening. We are trying to touch so many different parts of people's lives: water, sanitation, education. So it's really nice to see all that.
Murad sir.
Rotary, to me, I wouldn't say it benefited me in any real way. If I look at it from personal gain point of view, I think it's more that I met a lot of people, some really good contacts to know. But other than that, I guess it's taught me a few things here and there. it's kept me in touch with Rotary again, which and things have changed from our time to what you guys do now. So in that respect, it's good.
I'm glad it benefited you in some or the other way.
Can you tell us something about some of those notable projects carried out by the Rotary?
That's to me.
Yes, sir.
I think some phenomenal projects. I mean, you all know about Bhavishyayan and Lighthouse Committee and things like that. So I won't go too much into detail about that. But I think water sanitization, and providing drinking water and those sort of things. I think it doesn't get advertised a lot amongst other circles. So I feel the work that's done even in the clinics within the city itself, for the poor as well. I think those are phenomenal achievements, because running a clinic full time takes a lot of work. Especially so, the doctors that give their time, things like that. I think it's amazing. So those are some of the notable projects as far as what I see that y'all don't know about per se.
Jamshyd, sir.
No, I don't have a lot to add to what Murad said. He's absolutely right. There's the lighthouse projects. There's a lot of things which Rotractors do with Anandayan, Bhavishyayan, and those are pretty amazing things. And even the water, that the installation of purified drinking water in different villages, that's also a really big thing. And in addition to that, we have a partnership with the YMCA, where we do a couple of things with them. Like one is we run a vocational training center where we teach different things to people who sign up there, like Mehndi or beautician courses, even computer programming. And the other thing is a night study center where children who maybe have not a very good environment for studies at home, they can come there after school and spend a couple of hours there. So we give them a nice quiet environment and also provide them with a snack. So it's a lot of big things, small things, but it's nice to see that impact is being made.
Yes, sir. I have heard about these initiatives, and these were the great initiatives.
If one needs to enter Rotary, what's the process for it?
Me or Jamshyd?
Murad, sir.
First of all, you have to fill out an application and have a proposer and a seconder. On the other side, this is for our Rotary. Each Rotary is a different process. Each club has their own rules, own process. So for our club, along with that, it's expected that you come for at least 3 or 5 meetings. And sort of your proposer will introduce you around to the various other Rotarians and things like that. After that, you'll get called for an interview, and I don't know the other details of it, whether everybody gets called for an interview and then they decide, or whether it's only select few get interviewed. I don't know the exact process, but Jamshyd may know that. Coincidentally, Jamshyd's father took my interview. So anyway, that is the summing process of it. And then after that, whether you get selected or not, the last but not least, a mail will go out to all Rotarians saying that with a no objection, that so and so is been chosen to be a member. If you have any objection, you have X amount of time, and so it's a very formal process that is followed before one gets. And the interview is not with just one person. Your proposer and you are sitting in front of at least 4 or 5 past presidents and other trustees, etc. So it can get daunting.
Jamshyd, sir, would you like to?
No, I'll just add to that, saying that there is a minimum age So when you do finish college, try and stay involved in some kind of social service activities till you reach that minimum age.
Thank you for the information. If anyone is interested, we'll definitely apply for it.
So the last question for the first round. What do you expect from the Rotractors?
Jamshyd or me?
Murad sir.
I just keep doing good work. Y'all are doing phenomenal work. So just keep that going, keep it up, and hopefully if you all can help us out. We've never had an initiative like this where we've sort of requesting help to try and RC Bombay unfortunately has become a dormant club. By RC Bombay I mean Rotary Club of Bombay, not Rotary Club of Bombay. So hopefully, Jai Hind can also help us out in that respect soon. But other than that, good work.
Jamshyd sir.
No, I really like to, we have a magazine that comes out, or a newsletter that comes out every week, and I always find it, really nice and also amazing to see how much the Rotractors get involved in the other projects of our club. And really, I have to say that I hope that keeps happening, because it's nice to see you all doing so much.
We'll be surely be helping the Rotary Club of Bombay.
So round 1 ends here. Let's begin with the second round. The second round is a rapid fire round in which we will ask you some questions and you have to answer those questions quickly. So let's begin. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Wow. This isn't going to be rapid fire for sure. This is going to be time to think. Well, kind, jovial, any tech savvy if at all. I don't know if that counts. It's now Jamshyd.
I would say introverted, hardworking, and fun-loving.
What is one thing that makes you feel productive?
Switching off my Wi-Fi on my phone, basically data. I just keep it off, and that definitely helps me stay focused and not look at the phone screen.
I'm gonna cheat and copy Murad's answer, because the phone is a big distraction. So he's right. I've also found myself reaching for my phone many times when I'm supposed to be working. So putting it away is a big help.
What's that one thing inspires you, or who inspires you?
One thing that inspires me is these business case studies that I read of, or a lot of them are on YouTube. And there are some specific channels for case studies, and it's phenomenal to learn what risk to reward ratios are like, and what big conglomerates or what small people do. So the people featured or the companies featured in that have really inspired me of late to sort of do other things like.
I'd say it's my parents. They have a whole list of achievements, professionally, personally, and that for me that's my inspiration.
What would you like to advise your younger self?
Be patient. Patience has its rewards. Sometimes we forget patience, and especially when we're immature in our early 20s, we make a lot of mistakes. Being patient would save us a lot of hardship.
I would go back and tell myself to spend more time thinking about where I want my career to go.
We'll definitely learn from that. What books would you recommend others to read?
Okay, I have never read a book. After I've had whatever I have to read, I've always read in school because I had to. After that, I so this is not a question that I should be answering because I just have not read books. It's not been my thing. I do read the paper, do read the news, all of that, but I've never read any books per se. So I should not be anyone recommending because I won't read it myself.
I would say, I like fiction way more than non-fiction. But I think, some books I've read recently that have really the ones that I found interesting are Atlas Shrugged, which is a pretty famous book. Then there's also the book by the Nike founder called Shoe Dog. And another one which I really liked was a Trevor Noah's book called Born a Crime. And in addition to that, if you all like the shows like Game of Thrones or anything, Lord of the Rings, The Witcher, if you like those kind of shows, definitely go back and read the books because they tell the story in a much better way.
We'll definitely give it a try. What's the best advice you have ever received?
The best advice I've received a lot from my dad, and it's hard to pinpoint one thing, but one thing he always used to say is watch your back. And once you're in the real world, yeah, you do have to watch your back.
For me, I'd say best thing I've been told and something I'm still trying to take to heart is, don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Like don't procrastinate because sometimes things are not going to, get done by themselves. So if there's something you're putting off doing, maybe just ask yourself, is it going to go away if I don't do it now? And if the answer is no, then get to work.
This advice will definitely help us in future. Work from home or work from office?
I prefer working from home. I have been working from home for a decade now. So yeah, I prefer it a lot more.
I think Nivriti, your question was to the two wrong people because I've also been working from home for years. So I think we both are in favor of work from home.
Mails or calls?
Sorry?
Mails, emails or calls?
I think messaging. So I don't know if that's counted or not.
Yeah, I don't like calls. I don't like emails, but send me a WhatsApp and I'll reply.
Okay. Last question, workshops or seminars?
I'd say workshop.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So round 2 ends here. Hope you enjoyed answering the questions. I hope the viewers enjoyed it too. We would like to have your feedback on this initiative of our club, the RCJC show. Murad sir.
I think it's a nice initiative, and especially if you'll bring on guests, even probably your professors and stuff like that, I'm sure everyone will learn a different insight on what they do, their lives as well. So I think it's a great initiative, and hopefully you all will continue maybe even interview some Bhavishyayan students and stuff like that, or Bhavishyayan alumni. They will have, it will really help. So great initiative.
Yeah, no, I can't add much to that. Murad is absolutely spot on. This is a wonderful initiative.
I'm glad you both liked it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Murad sir. Thank you, Jamshyd sir, for taking out crucial time from your busy schedule and being a part of this show.
Most welcome. Most welcome.
Thank you.
I'm happy that we were able to be on the show.
Thank you, sir, and have a great
you, sir.
weekend ahead.
Y'all too. Take care.
I hope you enjoyed the episode 2 of the RCJC show. Stay tuned for the episode 3. Till then, like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.